Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Coffee Break, and I am back with game number 5. Holy crap, this is a long series in this best of 7 of the championship in the CoffeeCast Open tournament. I am here with an awesome guest caster. His name is Sleepercells, and he is about to say something to you guys.
Hiya.
Hiya, indeed. We are tied up 2-2 right now in this series, you sarcastic bastard. We are tied up 2-2 right now in this best of 7 championship series, and we will be spawning here on MLG Tal'Darim Altar. aciesSpawn spawning in the top right, aciesPure spawning in the top left. Pure has been finding success in the last 2 games, opening up one base and not forge fast expanding, because Spawn has been very, very nasty punishing those forge fast expands with very heavy roach pressure. However, well, not however, Pure also has a little bit of a momentum lead right now, because he has won the last 2 games after going down 2-0, and it looks like he's reverting back to that forge fast expand.
And that is going to be unfortunate because Spawn going for a 10 pull here. Spawn is going to be going for a little bit of cheese, a little bit of early aggression action. Just toss him a little Gouda in there. He will be going for those quick Zerglings, and unfortunately for Pure, he did scout the wrong direction. So he's not going to know about this until the Zerglings walk up in his base.
That is
That being said, though,
very
Spawn doesn't know where Pure spawned yet either.
He will shortly, as this Overlord is starting to kind of make its way. We can only hope for Spawn's sake that he does go the right direction first. Now, excuse me. I completely lost what I was going to say. So now indeed. Oh yes, we have been seeing so many different little matchups in this series. We've seen so many different openers, 3-gate expands. We've seen forge fast expands, roach busts. We've seen everything in the book so far. It's been great, and I really appreciate the variety our players have been giving us.
Here comes that probe going towards the ramp. He will not see the Zergling. Oh, that would be amazing. He's gonna miss the Zerglings.
He's going to miss the Zerglings completely. He does have a cannon going up already, though, at his wall. So thankfully for Pure, he will be somewhat prepared for this, because when you are forge fast expanding as a Protoss player, if you are unsure what your Zerg opponent is doing, always put down the cannon first, and then the Nexus. Otherwise, you can get screwed over by something like a 10 pool.
That being said, though, Spawn sort of went halvesies in his build. He went for the 10 pool and built 4 links. So he went for really early units, but he wanted some economy in there too. So he went halfway, which is when you do a little bit of cheese like this, you can't go halfway. You need to go all for it. You need to chuck in as many Zerglings as you can. You larva inject. You make more Zerglings, big banelings, and eventually it ends up being a cheese fest.
Yes.
One Zergling is going to go ahead and sneak right on in here, but that's not going to be too much of a problem.
Pretty much, it's just going to be an annoyance for aciesPure, as he is going to have to deal with that. 2 cannons are now up in the main, though, so nothing else will be getting past that. Unless Spawn does decide to go for a roach bust once again, in which case, currently there is an Artosis pylon. I would assume that will be rectified, but for now there is that Artosis pylon, and he needs to be very, very careful about that. And this one Zergling is even forcing a couple of probes to be pulled off the line every once in a while, which is just super, super annoying.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, there's the other pylon. I was about to say, where the heck is his other pylon? I only see the one at the entrance, not a single other one, but there it is, in between the back of the middle line. I was very confused for a second there. I was waiting for some sort of proxy shenanigans, but no. In fact, it is just standard schmandard going on here between both of the players. That 10 pool has indeed wrapped up. I do have to say, I did like that little decision from Spawn, because it does feel like these players have been choosing basically big maps and Xel'Naga.
Yes, it does. And bad news for Pure, so far it looks like Spawn is going straight down that tech path that he has been doing, getting those geysers late and then doing a roach bust. However, no roach warren laid down yet, not even an evolution, a Vespian geyser taken for Zergling speed. So it's a little bit curious what he'll be doing. Indeed, he does go ahead and take all 4 gas geysers at once again. Once again, no roach warren down quite yet though, so I wonder if he might be going for some fast tech up rather than for roach play this game.
Yeah, I mean, not going to have the gas quite yet for that, of course, no later, or anything like that, but of course 4 gases, of course, I keep saying, of course, just for you, have
Of course.
come up on the way. He's got his queen set up. He's decently on time with his larva injects. A little bit behind, not too terrible though. There's the larva inject.
There we go.
But yeah, no, mining pretty well from all of his geysers, and it looks like he will be setting up more than likely for that roach play that he's seemed very, very comfortable with.
Well, we are getting a lair before Roach Warren in this game. I still feel like he might be going for some higher tech play, as once again, taking all 4 gases at once, you get a really crazy insurgence of gas income, and that can really, really be nice if you want to do something crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we might be, I'm losing my words this late in the night. I'm looking forward to seeing what Spawn might be going for in this matchup. We do have Blink once again coming out for our Protoss player Pure. No robotics facility yet though for the Observer, so it looks like we might just see some sort of straight up 6-gate Blink push.
Yeah, and the Overlord gets completely denied there. Went to fly into the base of Pure to see what was going on. Sees absolutely nothing. And is then taken out by the Stalker. And so here come 5 additional gateways coming down. +1 is almost finished. So is Blink, and it looks like he will be going for a very heavy gateway Blink Stalker timing. And Spawn gonna get caught teching, getting caught taking a third.
Yes.
And I think that might be the downfall for him.
The 6-gate pressure used to be extraordinarily popular for Protoss until Zergs kind of figured out how to defend it. And now it's gotten to the point where it's one of those less used strategies, so it's totally viable once again. We do have a Spire down now for aciesSpawn, so it looks like he's going for the ye old Zergling Muta build, which I find rather interesting because aciesPure is kind of going for that ye old 6-gate gold. So we're seeing a couple of ye old builds in this game.
The funny thing about this, of course, is in fact the 6-gate was made to completely remove Mutalisks from the field, because your 6-gate usually would hit the second that you save, or you just have started. It's either you've just have started the Mutalisks, or you had just been saving larvae for the Mutalisks. So you're left with a pile of useless Mutalisks against a huge 6-gate push. And really that's what's killed a lot of Zergs, and that's why in PvZ, if you noticed, for a long time there was simply no Mutalisks. Nobody went for Mutalisks because 6-gate was so popular and it would just kill any Mutalisk going player.
And it looks like Pure's actually going to hit that exact timing window as the Spire is just now finishing up, but with all of these Stalkers on the field, it's not going to make too much of a difference. It looks like these Zerglings are going to try to get this round on the army, but for once, very nice force field coming out of aciesPure, just trapping one Stalker up there with those Zerglings, and pretty much just getting his knowledge to take the bulk of the damage there.
And here come a few more units moving in here, and it does look like he will be going up the ramp. He does have 24 Zerglings on the way, but 24 Zerglings not exactly great against a 6-gate army of the Protoss. Protoss easily able to bust down that spine collar. Zerglings are rallying in 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and they're going in, trying to morph into Banelings, but this huge Protoss army is right on the foot here. A lot of Mutalisks are spawning, but Mutalisks are not very good in straight up engagements. Here they go, everything moving in for Spawn. At the same time, a lot of drones. There are the Banelings as well. The Banelings are not going to be doing very much damage to these Stalkers at all. A lot of units for Spawn have gone down, but so have a lot of units for Pure. Decent Blink Micro going down as well. Almost all the Mutalisks taken out, but it looks like Spawn is going to be able to just barely hold here. That was a
Beautiful hold by aciesSpawn, able to pull just enough drones off the line and then get just enough of his Zerglings round to be able to do the damage he needed to those Stalkers. And Muta, oh. Oh, aciesPure. aciesPure once again. I think one of us needs to get on the line with aciesPure and inform him that he is indeed not Idra.
But I just want to look. You already left the game, but looking at the unit counting station, he killed most of the drones.
Yes, the resource collection rate had fallen onto an even level with aciesPure. I'm going to go ahead and show our viewers the graphs here. Yes, he was actually just a little bit ahead in that match right there. You can see where I'm circling with my mouse. The red line is Pure, so you can see that he was just a little bit ahead. Most of these drones here were dead. Over in the economy tab, you see a lot more workers created, but most of those died in that last engagement.
He killed all the Mutalisks, and he killed a lot of drones. And really, all that was left was what army that Spawn had on the field. His natural was completely not mining. His third was completely not mining. His main was decently saturated, but I mean, yeah, I suppose Pure's natural wasn't exactly all that saturated either. But I still feel like Pure had a bit of a lead in that game. I feel
Yeah,
like he threw it
he
away.
was definitely still in that game.